my mic, I think, was off. Welcome back to the Super Duper Dreamland and Oxygen Not Included. So in this episode, we pick up a few cycles from where we left off in the previous episode, and I've just set my duplicates up with some things to do until I finish talking about what I want to accomplish. This VOD is going to be about 2 to 3 hours long. We'll see how things go, and it is pretty late in my time zone, so we'll see how long I can make it till. But we got some stuff to take care of in this episode, so let's go over what I want to accomplish until the chat starts to fill up, and we'll see who's able to stop by tonight to hang out with us. But anyway, so I have these pedestals on deconstruct. I did a couple things like what was it? I just set some queues up so my duplicates have stuff to do while I'm talking. Hey AC, how are you doing tonight? Alonk, nice to see you again. How much did I miss? You didn't miss anything. I just started the stream. Thank you guys for joining me. How was your day? I'm just going over what I want to do for tonight's stream. Got caught in my rocketry, didn't check the time. Am I late? Nope, you're not late at all. I'm actually a couple minutes early. How's your rocketry going? No, I was just going over what I want to accomplish, and the main thing being getting my SPOM. Here's my SPOM. My SPOM up and running, and also getting my cooling station for my SPOM oxygen cooler up and running. Now, off stream, I built a little liquid lock here just so I could vacuum this out, and that was just so I could fiddle around with some of the different things, like just take care of a couple of maintenance items along in the base, and do an overview, kind of go over what I wanted to do in my head. So I decided while I did that, I did the vacuuming out. But it's pretty easy to do that. You guys didn't miss much. It's just basically setting up a gas pump and a little salt water and brine liquid lock. Not too big of a deal. And then we're going to close this off, deconstruct this, and then get that all figured out. So we'll just kind of go ahead and do that. Bubbles is sitting on 180 databanks on my data rocket. That's awesome. Databanks are certainly very good for some of the later research. Spoiler rocket with steam engine is ready. Just need to set up the steam supply. So rocketry coming along really well. Glad to hear that, Alonk. I'm glad to hear that your rocketry is doing well, and glad that you could join me. So there's a couple of things that I noticed off stream when I was kind of going over my asteroid, and I forgot to set my critter feeder here to sedimentary rock. So these guys were all just starving. This was already on sedimentary rock, so our barbecue production is stable now. But those are just some of the little things that you're bound to miss if you're trying to run a colony and transition into mid-game. Just easy things like that are easy to overlook but will cause you problems. Well, it's sedimentary right now because I don't have a source of igneous until I tame this volcano. There's a volcano here that we will eventually tame. And I just want to keep my igneous rock for building sandstone tiles and stuff. I actually don't know how much. Let's see if I have enough that I can start using it a little bit. I guess I do have a lot now. Yeah, long term, I guess I can start right now. I do have 360 tons of it. It was just what I was thinking when I first went over to it, that I should use sedimentary. I mean, sedimentary is kind of useless for everything else anyways. I have 46 tons. I suppose I could go over to igneous on at least one of them. Let's go ahead and yes. No, yeah, igneous can be infinite for sure. It's very easy with the volcano, but sedimentary is kind of useless for everything. And at least for me, anyways. I don't think I've ever used it for anything substantial. So I just like to feed it to my critters before I have the volcano. But we're not going to get to the volcano for a long time, so igneous it is. Yeah, so I got this vacuumed out. Oh, I don't need too much more. Well, I guess I can keep going with that. It doesn't really matter. What else do we have to do here? Just delete the power. Oh, and I can speed up the game too. Definitely don't have to be going in slow mode. Get some more iron going. And then actually what we're going to do is... see, these guys can eat copper, right? Yeah. I want to start making smooth hatches. So that's what this chamber will be for. How do I get rid of that? I guess I have to build up to it. That's kind of annoying. I guess I could delete that. But no, we'll just build up to it. Toilets. Why is there a toilet problem this early? I certainly hope that someone doesn't pee their pants. Where are they? Oh my goodness, they might. Hang on, 1 second. I totally missed that. So Red might pee his pants here. Yeah, that was kind of my fault. Let's see if we can figure this out for Ren. Build this out of igneous rock, and then just put it on high. And then I guess I need one here as well. I did have these at a... Yeah, I guess that was my fault. I kind of overlooked that. Too much talking about hatches. Oh, yeah. Made a mess. Well, that's the second time in this playthrough that we've made a mess now, so we'll just have to kind of get ready here. I definitely don't want it in the water supply again, so I'm going to put this on high priority. Hey, Secret Squirrel. Good evening, Ethan and everyone. I'm finally here at the start of the stream. You didn't miss much. Ren peed his pants, so that's the second time we've had a duplicant pee their pants, and let's just go and get him all fixed up. Oh, he can't even make it there yet. Why can't he make it? Oh, because of this one here. No worries, Nate. I just started the stream maybe 10 minutes ago, so you're doing all right. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You just missed Ren peeing his pants. That was about the most exciting thing that has happened. I really want this to be... Oh, he did it again. That's so rude. You know what? Let's just stop digging here. Just get over here. It's just kind of annoying to watch you do that, Ren. Come back later. All right, so as soon as he makes it back, he's going to have a soiled suit, so we'll just kind of... Did you save the suffocating dupes? Well, I have 6 tons of algae left. So, no. My spawn is still not up and running. I do have plenty of water to run the spawn. So I have not saved them yet. That's kind of what I was getting at, is I'm going to have a lot of either a lot of mining algae to do, or getting my spawn up and running. That has to be my focus. I have to stop procrastinating. I did set this up so I have a form of radiation generation now, and I kind of built a little bit of a door here because I don't want my Weezeworts to be running all the time, mainly because I don't want to use the phosphorite. I do have pip eggs that will eventually hatch. That I got them off stream. So once I get the pips, I'm going to plant these in natural tiles. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'll just block my duplicants off from feeding this phosphorite in the interim. But I just want enough rad volts to get to... well, I want that, yes. But more importantly, I want my steam turbine. So... that's kind of my plan. Get my steam turbine, get the water in here. I mean, at least Ren knows where to do it. Forgot to take his suit off. Did he do it in here? No, okay, this has no surface germs. I wish my duplicates would clean this. They must have like so many tasks queued up right now that they're just not getting to these more important ones, well, the ones that I consider to be more important. There we go. Yeah, and we have a little bit of a situation regarding oxygen. Like, oh, we're down below 4 kilograms of algae now, and yeah, it's getting pretty grim. So we really got to get going on that aqua tuner. Okay, this is good now. Get some polluted water flowing in here. Actually, we could use the pee bottles that we just mopped up to get into this cooling loop. And this is basically just going to keep circulating inside the oxygen department of the spawn. And hopefully that's enough to cool the oxygen. I think it will be. And then over here, we'll send the greens. Yeah, we'll have it about 15 degrees, I think. We'll get all the pee bottle used up first, and then we'll start filling in with other polluted oxygen sources, or polluted water sources rather. Probably from here. Let's see if this has access to it. Yeah. Okay. And as soon as I have enough radiation, or rad bolts rather, we'll get our steam turbine. Get our steam turbine, and then let's switch to steam turbine. This is not, yeah, so like I was saying, this is not ideal for me. I don't want my duplicants to be constantly coming in here and feeding them phosphorite. I don't want to waste the phosphorite, first of all, and I also don't want my duplicants around the radiated areas when I have more Weezworts here. So right now it's kind of a significant hazard, but if you've ever seen my radiation tutorial, the duplicants are quite resilient to radiation, so this is not really that much of a concern anyways. Significant hazard basically just means if your duplicants hang out there for like an entire cycle or something. Let's see who we have. Oh, Draco eggs. Let's take some Draco eggs. I have no interest in taking any more duplicants right now until I have my oxygen situation solved. Actually, I don't even know why I built those, but that's okay. These don't even require water. But, you know, no water here. Yeah, it's just a quick overview of radiation, like especially if you're coming from the base game. I think it's worth a watch. But if you've already built like a material studies terminal and things like that, I think you're probably good to skip it. Any plans for the Mammoths? Not right away. I mean, they're body temperature, comfort range. I haven't used them before. -100 to 100 degrees. I did read that they are very good. I haven't played around with the DLC for. I think they came from the Frozen. What's it called? The Frozen Planet or whatever DLC, right? I just haven't had a long time to really do anything with that yet. So no plans for the Mammoths. I have no idea what they even do besides reed fiber. I guess that's the only thing. But I think they look cool. I always take the eggs. The Frosty Planet, that's what I'm trying to think of. So yeah, all the DLCs beyond Spaced Out, I just haven't had a lot of time put into them. Like Bionic Duplicants and Frosty Planet, especially not the Prehistoric. Eventually I'll get to those, but just a lot of things going on right now, and you know, working full-time, tutorials on YouTube, and then I love doing the live stream, so I really want to see this playthrough continue. Just something that I haven't had time for. Okay, so we've almost filled this up. Almost time to cut the water off. Actually, what we'll do is We'll just have it set to 0 for now, just to cool everything down a lot. And I think we can probably... Yeah, we'll put some more water in there and then we'll cancel it. How much water do we have? We have quite a bit. How are the critters doing? Pretty good. We got plastic production up and running, steel production up and running, and soon to be our spawn production. Organic. Let's see if there's any more algae that we can conveniently mine out. There's a bunch here that I've already mined out. Oh, there's a bunch up here as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just destroy the bottle. Let's go ahead and fill this room in. I think this is full now. Oh, we got a little bit more space there, but almost filled in. Currently, we also have no way of filtering this oxygen and hydrogen, which is inevitably going to get mixed up. So I want to build something just kind of simple to do the filtering for us. So how do I want to do this? It's going to get replaced probably. Maybe start here. Insulated gas pipe. We'll filter for... Do we want to filter for oxygen or hydrogen? I want to filter for hydrogen. That's going to be our hydrogen. Oxygen will bring in this way. And we'll tap into here. Actually, that might be dangerous because if it gets backed up, we could have a problem. Let's go ahead and do something like that. And this will all be changed long term anyway, but just want to kind of get something started here. I don't care too much about filtering for hydrogen if it comes into my base because it's going to accumulate at the top here, and I'll eventually recapture it and send it down to my Drecos. So that's not as much of a concern for me as the oxygen inside of the hydrogen generators. Oh, I can't do it this way. I can't put a thing there. I have to flip this around. Do something like that. And then we'll use regular pipes in here. Nothing fancy for now. We want one set of pipes going towards our ammo suits. So we can completely deconstruct this monstrosity that we've got going on. And then we want the other set of pipes just kind of blowing oxygen wherever. So maybe we'll do something like that. Yeah, kind of maybe more in the middle. Just a regular gas vent for now, so that'll help prevent overpressurizing. And then maybe one over here. And we'll fix all that stuff later. But for now, I think that'll do the job. Okay, so polluted dirt. I wish my duplicants were a little bit better at getting this polluted dirt picked up. Let's take a look here. Okay, let's go ahead and close this off. Pipe is blocked, so now obviously we've filled it way too much. It's kind of annoying, but pretty easy to fix. Let's do something like... Just do something like that. See, our piping is complete. Okay, turn on if it's above. I think I usually have this set up at 1200 grams. And this one if it's above 800. Something like that. Maybe 1000 to start off with, so we don't start sucking up too much oxygen. And as soon as we turn on our water supply, everything should be good. I have all my power set up, so I have to bump it a little bit. How's our research coming along for us? Oh, we got one more research point to go in our applied research, and then we can get our steam turbines. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to put my steam turbine outlet in there. Hopefully I don't break my liquid lock. Perfect. And then I should probably clean this out too. Okay, so we'll just do that. We'll fix that later too. We have a lot going on right now that I'm not too worried about. See who we got from the printing pod. Guess we'll take the fertilizer. We'll take the briar seeds. And it's basically just a waiting game until I can get this steam turbine online. Probably could just build this in the interim and then close it off again. Just put a liquid vent in here. And then we'll reconnect to it later on. I'm not even sure why I put the door there because I want to have the heavy watt wire inside. So just go ahead and remove the door. Let's get this done so we can close it off again. And then we can start running the aqua tube. We can start running the SPOM before we have the steam turbine. And here comes Max to finish the job. It's about time. So let's see what we got going on. So we got really cool liquid coming in here now. So this should be plenty for cooling the oxygen. That's pretty much sealed. So let's go ahead and bump this start sequence up and turn on our pumps. Let's see what happens. Here goes nothing. Well, I probably should have built a... Probably should have made this one tile lower. I can always go back in there and fix it. Just by using the adjacent build method. And there's our steam turbine. That's 22 degrees, 21 degrees. That's actually pretty decent temperature. Oh, we got some blockage already. Oh, because of this. Right. Now, worst case scenario, I might have to cool the oxygen by separate means, like putting it into its own cooling chamber. But for now, I think we'll just try it with this technique. Usually, I have a much bigger cooling chamber than that. Now, this can be copper. Pretty sure it can be copper. Yeah, I don't want to overlap that. Maybe put one here and put one there. Something like that. And then we'll bring in the power wires. Basically, we'll just reroute this. Oh, if I reroute that, it's gonna all end up in there, isn't it? That's all right. I don't even think we have enough gold for that. Oh, right, I forgot to finish this. Okay. Gas shut off. We wanted the gas shut off to be like that. Go in like this. A gas pipe element sensor there. Really running low on our refined metals. And then we need power wires. Where's one? Heavy watt. Just like that. Let's get that going quickly. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Okay, and then down into here. Something like that. Oh, we were supposed to filter for oxygen, weren't we? I said I was going to do that, then I switched it to hydrogen. Take this off. I really built myself into a little pickle here. We're just going to filter for hydrogen. Oh, we can't get to that one, can we? Yeah, that should work now. Don't forget the automation wire. I have the little tiny piece. Also, thanks for joining me tonight, Alan. How are you doing tonight? That should be okay. Now we have to complete that before we, yeah. We'll cut this off until everything is completed because nothing can go through here till it's done. So. I'm doing well. It's pretty late where I am, so just having a quick stream before I head off to bed. Trying to get as much done as I possibly can in this asteroid. All right, so there we go. Now we got we got it running correctly. So all the hydrogen will go through and everything else can go into the base. And like I said earlier, oh, this is definitely not what I want to have happen. I don't want to have to repair these. So what we'll do is we'll sever this, deconstruct, and just let that figure itself. Oh, I guess it doesn't work like that. We got a lot of things going on here that's not ideal. We got oxygen, absolutely. Just going over the the minor inconveniences of starting one of these things up while you're not fully prepared. I don't mind that, like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here for it, Alan, but I don't mind the hydrogen going into my base because it's going to linger at the top anyways, where my duplicants can't really get to it. And also, once I do have hydrogen up here, I usually filter it out and send it back into my Reco farm. So it's not that big of a deal. This is what I want to avoid, though, is going straight into my Atmo suits, because then I have to repair it, and it's kind of annoying. So we can cut this off. We no longer need that. We'll wait for these lingering hydrogen blocks to come through, and then that'll be it. We can turn the SPOM into a SPOM. Yeah, repairing is not only inexpensive, but I just find it to be annoying, to be honest. Yeah, I have a filter here for my hydrogen. I don't anticipate having hydrogen coming in here once I get this last block out of here. Oh yeah, this filter here, yeah. I see what you're saying. Thank you for that. Yeah, I can actually delete all this and get rid of my oxygen diffuser. Probably. Easy fix, you're right. Easy fix. Yep, the old connection is... oh, you mean that one. Yes. Yep, thank you very much. That should be all good to go, and it will filter that one out as well. Perfect. Thank you again, Elunk, for all your help. And like I was saying, this is not a permanent setup. We'll go to a Hydra at some point, but SPOM is just so easy. Like the full Rodriguez is just so easy to set up. So I figured this is what we'll start with, and then we'll move to something a little bit more advanced later on. We'll build it somewhere down here. Yeah, it was it was there already. It was there already, but I always overlook small things like that. I mean, it's just how I am. There's just a lot to keep an eye on, and sometimes I purposely, well, not purposely, but I don't pay attention enough. And I overwhelm myself. But yeah, this is working perfect now. We have a SPOM delivering oxygen into our Atmo suits. I'm not too happy with the temperature of the oxygen, though. I think I'm going to... let's see here. What can we do about that? 39 degrees. I don't care about the Atmo suit temperature. I guess it depends on how quickly these pumps vacuum out the oxygen. Because some of them are very cold and some of them are very hot pockets. And we have 22 degrees. Then we have like 0 degrees. So I think it all depends on how quickly I'm vacuuming this out. So what if I kept it in here just a little bit longer? Like if I have more dense oxygen in here, maybe it'll stay cooler for longer. I mean, I guess part of the problem too is that these things suck up oxygen that's relatively hot coming from the airflow tiles as well. So I can't do much to prevent that. Ideally, I should have ran the plumbing up here and put the plumbing for the electrolyzers up top, but that's okay. That is okay. Yeah, we have more hydrogen going up here, so we can actually route this right into our Draco chamber, and I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that. Yeah, let's put it right. I'm not using this other Draco chamber right now, so let's put it right in here. How do I want to do this? Maybe over here. I kind of messed myself up by overlapping, by running these in parallel. Because if I'm going to send that this much, oh, this is why this is getting backed up. You know what? Let's just turn that on, and then turn this off, and then we'll deal with that later. I don't feel like dealing with that now. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the rosebush seed. We have rad bolts to use up, so let's keep going on that. Otherwise, we're going to have nuclear waste. And let's keep digging. Let's keep digging. Let's keep digging over here. Something like that, I guess. Yeah, we have to uncover this cool slush geyser. I want to get this tamed and the cool slush geyser producing water before I end the stream. And everything else, I think, is doing all right. I mean, let's take a look at our temperature. Our oxygen is doing really good. We're running a little bit hot, hotter than I'd like to be running. But our blossoms are still doing okay. Although we're not reliant on blossoms anymore. We're actually reliant on barbecues more than we are the blossoms. So if we can probably start removing some of these guys from our production. Let's take out that one. No seed selected. So I already have removed a couple. Let's just go ahead and keep doing that. And then keep doing our research while our... oh, this requires data banks. Let's see. Where do we want to go to next? While I have the rad bolt production up and running, I think we got to keep going with our research. Yeah, so we just turned our spalm off, and it's basically just a oxygen generator now, and we're running our base off the additional hydrogen. These ones turn on at 60. This one turns off at 50. Oh, do we have these connected? Yeah, we do. Okay. So why are these guys running? Low threshold of 60, but it's running constantly. Is that because we're not hitting 90? That's probably why. Setting up batteries is the worst. I hate it. Oh, do we have someone stuck again? Oh no, Frankie. Let's go, wake up. I don't want another duplicate to beat. It's not what I meant to click. There we go. Let's go get back. It's a good thing I didn't destroy these blocks. That's exactly why I kept it there, because I figured I might run into that situation again. I'm just not off to a hot start this stream. Just not off to a hot start. 2 duplicants potentially peeing themselves. Okay, now we gotta start dealing with this hydrogen. I think the easiest solution to that for now is just to pump it back in. Let's do this. Run insulated piping through here. Delete that. And then we'll run it into there with a different source, because this original path that I made is just kind of annoying. Let's get rid of all that. So we'll let our duplicants work on that for the time being. And then just kind of hang out for a bit. And what other research should I go for next? I mean, probably transit tubes, to be honest. Algae I don't need anymore. Oh, that reminds me. I can just deconstruct this. The other one's already deconstructed. Is there any more algae diffusers that I've built? I don't think so. Kevin Brown, nice to see you. Missed 40 minutes. I've already been on for 40 minutes. Wow, it did not seem that long. Didn't show schedule for time for me. Well, you can always check the VOD if you want to see the start. But you didn't miss much. I had a duplicate pee their pants, and I set up my spawn. It's running. That took a little bit of playing around with. I didn't really prepare it all that well. With regards to filtering. But yeah, it's running fine now. How are you doing tonight, Kevin? What food is decaying in minus 30 carbon? What food is... I'm getting decaying food in the deep freeze. I don't understand. Is it possible that the tile that your food is on is not minus 30 degrees? So I've had... Why don't you do Hydra? It's much better. Yeah, so I kind of went over that earlier, Abdullah. And by the way, thank you for coming to the stream tonight. I will be doing Hydra later on, but I wanted to build spawn for 2 reasons. The first is it's super easy to do early on, and I felt like I just wanted to get another source of oxygen production up and running instead of trying to do the Hydra. And also, this playthrough is something that people have asked for before on my channel, so I want to go through how to do both, the spawn and the Hydra. So I didn't feel like it would be worth ever going to the spawn if I've already built the Hydra, because it's just so much better. So I hope that kind of makes sense. It's more so to show how to set it up and how to start running it in a non-tutorial form, because those are very tutorials are very controlled environments where obviously I would edit out something if it didn't go exactly to plan, versus in this playthrough you just saw me deal with some of the issues that you might run into if you don't prepare yourself well enough. So that's kind of why. And I will do a Hydra as well, and we'll see how things go with that. But yeah, Hydra's arguably easier. It just takes a lot more precious manipulation of the water mechanics, versus this, you just kind of throw everything together and it works. Running my colony on Steam Deck as we speak. That's all. How do you like the Steam Deck, Kevin? I've heard a lot about that, but how do you like playing Oxygen Not Included on the Steam Deck? Everything's at least minus 28, even the railings and the chute. Insulated in air ceramic. My thermal regulator is running 33% of the day. That's interesting, Along. So when I first did a deep freeze, I remember running into that issue. And for me, I had to wait until the metal tile got to the deep freeze temperature, which I believe is minus 18 degrees. So I'm not sure if that's actually a criteria. I don't think I'm okay. I'm gonna say I didn't feel like I was using my hydrogen quick enough. So yeah, it should kind of work after that. Is it? Oh, okay. So you got so you got so it's working for sure. Okay, so I don't know why you're getting decaying food. Is it possible that you have something like did you just tell me what it was? What food is decaying? Could it be that it's decaying inside your refrigerator because it's still stored there, or maybe somewhere on the ground? Like pincher pepper plants, for example, they decay because they auto harvest sometimes from like these natural tiles, right? So could it be that you're getting notifications for things that are decaying that's not in your deep freeze? Oh, thanks so much, Abdullah, for the feedback. So yeah, that's kind of why I did it, just so you can see the struggles of setting it up in a real scenario instead of a tutorial. And those struggles are really easy to avoid if you just prepare better than I did. There are too many missed inefficiencies for that, not like cycling buttons with directional pad. That's interesting. So, do you think that it would translate well into like a console game then? I've always wanted this game on console so I could watch more people play it. It'd be really cool to see. It's like when Cities Skylines went to console. It was fun watching people play that. Dinosaurs are picking it out and putting it in a storage bin. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know why that would be happening if it's not anything to do with your metal, like the ambient temperature or the tile temperatures or anything like that. I want to say it's something that's super not easy, but like super obvious once you figure it out. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, it was that. And then once you figure it out, let me know, because that's how it always is with this game. It's like something doesn't work, and then once you finally figure it out, you're like, oh, that's what it was. Spam is looking great. How are the Drecos doing? The Drecos are doing excellent. I should put my plastic production up here because it's something I like to keep an eye on. So we have 2.3 or 2,300 kilograms of plastic, and we have 6 glossy Drecos. Ooh, I have some guys idle as well. Let's go ahead and continue digging. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. And then just continue digging this way as well. I kind of want to avoid having this water like go in these little crevices. It just makes it more annoying to clean out after. So the best recent games where they upload their Steam Deck was 2 Point Museum. I've never heard of that one yet, but I mean, I'm glad that it works. I'm glad that Oni works fine on it. That sounds pretty promising for the Steam Deck. Like I said, it's not something that I've used, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'm killing my Pacus inside my freezer. Maybe it's that. I've never tried doing that, so that might be. Well, I guess the only way to know for sure would be to not kill the Pacus for maybe a couple cycles and see what happens. What's the best way to... That's the best way to illustrate what it's lacking, I think. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some limitations from going from cursor to joystick. The eggshells. Oh, I've got someone else stuck. 1 sec. Gotta deal with like these guys are just. Oh, it's right here. Okay, that's another one that's kind of my bad. I probably should have seen that one coming. I just have to will these duplicants to like figure this stuff out on their own. Just will their ladder creation into existence. Oh, you're evolving them there. Right, right. I don't know if if you can say that on YouTube. Evolving sounds a lot better. Never heard of 2 Point series theme parks. No, I've never heard of that. I mean, you'd probably be surprised to hear that I don't play a lot of like as much games as I want to play. So I don't know a lot of a lot. This is pretty much all I've been playing for like the past year, is Oxygen not included. And I took maybe a 2-year hiatus from it, and then before that I played it again for maybe a year and maybe a year or two straight. So I'm pretty selective when it comes to games because it needs to be something like this where there's a lot going on to satisfy my niche for what I like in a game. But I've never heard of 2 Point Museum. I do like Max is starving. Okay, get in there, Max. Is Theme Park Tycoon sort of like Roller Coaster Tycoon? Ah, okay. I loved Roller Coaster Tycoon when I was a kid, so I might like Theme Park Tycoon or 2 Point Museum. There was a hospital one, 2 Point Hospitals like that, and they have a series. That's kind of cool. I mean, I'll definitely check it out because it sounds interesting. I just don't know if I would have time to be able to pick it up. Oh, okay. Now that this is done, I want to shut this off before I don't care about having this on. In fact, I'm blocking my duplicants from coming in here because I don't need this to run for a long time. Oh, this guy's stuck again. Why would they jump up there? Okay, what I want to do now is start building this out. So something like, how big do we want this to be? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, that seems a little big. Maybe we'll do 3. Doesn't really matter about the size, but we'll do 3. Do something like that. Just make sure my duplicants can sort of reach it. Way back, PlayStation 1 days, there was Theme Park and Theme Hospital around the time that Roller Coaster Tycoon had released for the PC. I've never seen those games. Back in the PS1 days, I was a GTA, NHL gamer. My interest really didn't go too much beyond that. And then when I got the PC, I started getting into Roller Coaster Tycoon. And these 2 Point games Kevin's talking about is actually a direct follow-up to this theme park. That's kind of cool too. Huh, it's kind of cool that they've made follow-ups. Let me put those on my notepad here and check them out. Yeah, I'll give those a look after the stream is over. Oh, that's not gonna work. We're gonna get them trapped again. Another one that I remember playing is School Tycoon, but I didn't play that a lot. I didn't think it was very refined like Roller Coaster Tycoon was. COD 4, oh AC, COD 4 is legendary. I loved World at War 2, but COD 4, that was a great game back in the day. Planet Coaster, I do have Planet Coaster. That's a fun one. I played that for a couple hours. Museum 3 is enough to keep me interested. Don't like Hospital as much. I'll definitely check them out because they sound pretty interesting. And it's really cool that they would make follow-ups to games in the PS1 era. By the way, AC, thanks for joining the stream tonight. How are you doing? We got our spawn up and running, and we're sending cool oxygen into our base. Well, some of it is cool, some of it is very hot. I guess it just depends on how long it stays in here. What's under the cap? What cap are you referring to, Tango? Oh, over here? How are you doing tonight, Tango? Thanks for joining the stream. I've been here the whole time. Oh, did I already say hi to you? Oh yeah, you were the first one here. That's right. Sorry, sometimes I just have a very short-term memory. I'm like a goldfish. I mean, that's quite evident by my playstyle, though. How many times have I forgotten to do something literally right away after I said I would do it in the game. Oh, I guess they don't need these ladders here. Oh, what I'm prepping? This is a cool slush geyser. So we're just trying to build a chamber for it to get it to start collecting the cold water. And then I'm going to run well, this is actually okay, it's idle. Then I'm going to run the water from the cool steam vent into the cool slush and route it through and then have cool water for our base. Let's take a look at our temperature. Blossoms are doing all right. 26 degrees. Kind of a mixture of cool air and very warm air. Oh, another Jabo egg. Nice. That's this guy, right? Yep. They look pretty cool. Finally starting to create some... No, not again. Who's stuck now? I don't think anyone is stuck. We need to have some Atmos suit docks down here. This is a very long distance for them to run. And I could also probably make a fire pole down here. Yeah, I think that would definitely be worth it. I like seeing other people's colonies. Yeah, this one's coming along. We got our spawn production. But not really a spawn because I've connected it to my main grid just to use up the hydrogen that I'm creating. And a pretty aggressive battery setting as well. Got our metal production, which I guess we're just waiting for iron ore. But I'm not trying to use this to produce iron ore too much. I want to get into smooth hatches. Let's go ahead and delete that. And then start with that. Put that guy there. And we have some hatches that we can just relocate into our evolution chamber. Go ahead and grab these guys. Why is the coal generator even running? I don't think we've gone below 50% for our battery. Let's put that at 70 to 85, I guess. Okay, not bad. It's not going above 30 degrees, which is the main thing that I was concerned about. Seems to be doing all right. And especially this one coming out at the bottom. This one's coming out very chilled. Giovanni, can you fix the pattern on the hatches? My OCD is killing me. Thanks. You mean the ladders? We have a lot of fixing to do here. We have a lot of fixing to do here. I'll fix it for you. I needed those out of the way anyways because I have to build the station, the grooming station. All right, I think it's time to start draining this liquid into its own little pit while we try to avoid that. So let's do something like this, where we create a pit where we don't get our duplicates stuck, which would be kind of annoying. Do you have a video on puffed ranching? No, I don't have a dedicated video, but I have a video that includes puffed ranching. What video did I feature those in? I'm trying to think. I'm starting to really need oxalite. I would not mind more bleach stone, and I could use some more slime for algae. So yeah, let me see what that video is called. It wasn't directly on puffed ranching. I think it was on Pipe guide, spawn, infinite liquid, very sludge. Oh, it was on the pack. It might have been the Paku farm. And I was talking about what you could use the byproducts of Pakus for. But I don't have a video just on puffed ranching. I don't think you'll find it very helpful if you are looking for just a puffed ranching video. But I talk about, I graze over it just a little bit just to kind of give people ideas in the video, but I definitely don't go into it in detail. But it's something that I want to do at some point, a video on all the different critters and all of the different ranching methods. And I mean, the kind of the easiest ones, right? Like you don't, like look at this Dreco ranch. This is like the easiest setup you could possibly make, I think, where there's not really a need for your duplicates to wear atmosuits in here. The hydrogen, I mean, it's not the most efficient by far, but I want to, I want to do very easy setups like this. Yeah, so what you would have to add to that Paku farm video would be just making sure that you can control which variant is populating the farm. Because I think as soon as you get the puff prints or whatever it is, you'd automatically lose production. I don't think I have any here. I guess I could just look it up. $30 kilograms to 3,000 grams versus... I think that's what it is, right? I think you just lose a lot of production. Blue Paku thing loves going through the walls. Yeah, this guy's clipping. This guy likes to clip. I think he's... Okay, I was gonna say I think he's stuck, but he got out. When did filter and buffer images get changed to be more distinct, or did a mod do this for me? Filter and buffer images. Maybe it's a mod? It kind of looked the same to me. Is there a reason you don't stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time? Yeah, it's because I was actually trying to set that up today, and I just didn't have the time. So it's one of those like time issue / procrastination things where I need to get on that. It's kind of like running this asteroid. I just procrastinate, and forget things. But yeah, it's I have my Twitch account set up, and it's on the way. I want to stream on Twitch as well. Twitch is, I think, YouTube is great if you have an existing fan base like all you guys here. You know, if you're subbed, you can see that I'm live. But it's very hard to discover new streamers on YouTube because that's not really the primary reason for YouTube. So I would like for more people to find me on Twitch so they can come and look at my YouTube videos and continue to build the YouTube community in that way. Is there okay, but you need at least one puff. Yeah, you need one puff prints in the ranch at all time. Yeah, I think I remember reading something about that. I'm not very well versed on the puffed because it's not something that I've tried to make before in the past. Like usually I just have the puffs in that video. What's it called? Paku ranching for beginners, just to use the excess amount of polluted oxygen that I'm creating. It's not usually for specifically for ranching puffs. Leak in the basin. Leak in the basin. Is it this one? This one I was trying to get repaired for the longest time. Oh, is it maybe this one? Yeah, if it's this one that you're talking about, that's actually more beneficial for me. I want this to all drain. I just don't want it to come near here. I want it to drain past this so I can get in here and open it up. Besides the bigger Counter-Strike tournaments, this might be one of the only live streams I've ever watched on YouTube, honestly. Well, thank you. Thank you for that, Alonk. That means a lot to me. I like watching live streamers. I usually tend to watch the smaller live streamers, to be honest, than the big ones. One of my favorite live streamers is playing Ani right now, Squirrel TV. He plays a lot of like sim games, and he's actually he's been around a while, so he's not like small, but he's I like watching him play Ani. Yeah, YouTube Live is just, it's very hard to discover new streamers on YouTube, because that's not what people are here for, right? They're here to see their subscription box, and subscription box will usually never have a live stream of somebody that you're not subscribed to in it. Before I had any following on YouTube whatsoever, I tried streaming on here, and like there was just no one at the streams because you just don't get discovered. So I specifically waited until I had like a following on here where people could stop by and take a look at the stream via their subscription box. Twitch is definitely the better place to get discovered, but if you have a following, it's not as hard. Oh, this guy's stuck. They always do that. I gotta get that AI tweak mod that someone recommended and see if that works a little bit better. Okay, let's continue this. Sorry, I haven't been around, just busy meal prepping. That's all right, Nate. You don't have to be sorry. You can come and go as you please at your own convenience. What's your meal prep looking like for this week? Okay, I really want to get this fixed up as well, because we're generating a lot of heat now in this area. And I want to block off the rest of my base. So I think what we'll do is... Oh, I meant to do deconstruct. Yeah, just deconstruct all this. We'll rummage these. Burger bowls and chicken quarters. Oh, this guy got stuck. Lindsay. That sounds really good. Do you go to the gym, Nate? Let's do that. Just so we don't break this by accident and make a big mess, because then that would be very bad. And then we can go ahead and dig in here without any issues. Also, let's just go ahead and build this. Actually, it doesn't have to be insulated because that'll take too much material from what we're trying to do. Oh, we got another duplicate stuck. I got a deal on chicken quarters at my local market. I have a home gym. I started during COVID and been improving since. Good for you. That's awesome. Yeah, the home gym is pretty... Home gyms are pretty nice. A lot of people that I know got the home gym during COVID and home office and all that stuff. Pretty wild how much the world has changed since then. All right, I guess we can go ahead and Dig all that out. That water's unfortunately going to just fall in here, which is not a big deal. And then let's continue digging this out. I don't want any warm water up there. Let's take a look at our oxygen. Perfect. This is exactly what I want to see. A little bit warm in some areas. Mostly probably due to the electric grill and maybe some of the hot oxygen that we're pumping in here. 24, 22. Our cooling could be a little bit better. Like, we are cooling this down sufficiently, but it's just not cooling down fast enough before it leaves, particularly this chamber. So what I want to do, because this is basically our hottest chamber. See, this is another one that I messed up on. I'm sending the oxygen through the hot area, which is okay because this is going into my Atmos suits. So I don't really care about that. But I should have made this run just slightly longer inside this chamber here. I guess I can fix that by lowering it. But I don't think it's worth the effort. The gas overlay mod. That's an interesting one. Let me write that down. Is it something like this? Or is it for gas pipes? You have to find reasons to go outside the house. I work outside mainly, so I'm the opposite. I try to find reasons to come inside the house. Something like that, but fancy. I'll check it out. I love checking out the recommendations. Whether or not I end up using them, I think it's still fun. See what the community comes up with. Alrighty, so let's continue. Continue over here. What am I looking for? Conveyor rail. And then we're also going to be doing some sorting here of all this stuff. Like right now we have coal. What else here? Okay, no smooth hatch eggs. That's okay. I don't think we fed them anything to get smooth hatch eggs yet. Granite, sandstone, and eggshells. Basically all this stuff I want to filter out and send to its own dedicated areas. Oh, we've got someone trapped again. Let's see, what is that? Igneous rock. You know, I don't need this, so it's okay. It's a minor inconvenience mod. Yeah, we got, I think, oh man, Frankie's actually close to evolving the wrong way. And we got Lindsay here. All right, he's gonna make it now. It's interesting to see how spacious you play. Yeah, I like to have a lot of space. I like to have a lot of breathing room. In fact, this is a little bit too tight for me. Like, I messed up with this. I wish I kept the space here between my Draco farm and my hatch farm. That kind of annoyed me, but you know, everything can be moved. How's our food doing? 5K barbecue, gristleberry. Yeah, we're doing all right. I wish my duplicants would stop getting stuck because I just haven't been doing a great job at paying attention to them. So let's finish this off and then we can finally open this up. Oh, that's a good point, Along. I should start doing my living quarters. I have the room now. But yeah, I like to have my living quarters confined as well. I like to have everyone sleeping in a tight little area so it's out of the way. And then just try to make this look nice. Like we're probably going to expand how big this is in the long term, and we'll have another row of ladders somewhere there, but actually it will probably be right here. And we can start doing our... the way I like to have it set up, by the way, is I like to have my bathrooms close to my great hall, which is close to my kitchen, so it's quick food delivery, and have all that close to my bedrooms. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's exactly it. Keeps everything nice and tight, and then easy food transportation, especially early on when this guy's done cooking. It's a really quick delivery to the refrigerator, and it's a really easy grab for the duplicants heading into the Great Hall. Yeah, let's see who gets stuck here. I'm definitely gonna have to pay attention to this because actually what we'll do is forget this and that. We'll just put in this one first. And then we'll come in from the top. We'll make a ladder from the top in. Who was it that got triggered by the kitchen? That was in the last stream. It guarantees max morale every day. Yep, the nature. Geez, my mind is just blanking tonight. The nature reserve is gives like +8, right? +6. Yeah, we'll change it eventually. We'll change it eventually. How do I want to do this? Maybe... I mean, we don't have to do two. Just, you know what? We'll just go up. Actually, we don't even need it that high. Just come in here. But my shafts are 7 wide usually, so I have to reduce them through 3. Oh, sometimes to make the Hydra reserve cover enough floors. Yeah, or what I used to do is have the nature reserve just be as small as possible, and just make it so everyone leaving their bedrooms in the morning has to go through in one direction. So with just have access only in one direction with the pneumatic door. I fear my dupes will have too high morale requirements when you send them over. So you could always use the skill. What's it called? Skill scrubber. You could use the skill scrubber to scrub skill points away, and then it makes it easier to manage. Or you can send berry sludge. which is a +3 morale. Like, they don't need to have a fully decked out skill set in order to send them to a new asteroid. Especially if the portal to come back. Well, if you're sending them via rockets, Fairy Sledge is the obvious solution, I think. I'd love to see your base along. It sounds very interesting. Sounds like you have some really good ideas. Oh, it's dormant. Dang it. That's okay. We missed it. We missed the boat. What I really have to do is work on cleaning up this base, because this base is just too many things happening all over the place. Yeah, I'll take the save file if you want to do it that way. Okay, we have duplicates standing around. Let's keep digging here. Let's keep going this way. This is gonna keep melting, so I don't know if it's worth trying to. I mean, I suppose I could do something like that. Let's just fix all our base right now. Just focus on getting things tidied up. Yeah, I have Discord. You can find me at... do you want my username, or do you want my Discord server? My Discord server has nothing in it, so either or. Don't leak your Discord name. Is it a big deal if you leak your Discord name? I don't know the streamer etiquette for I don't know the streamer etiquette for sharing your Discord. What's your go-to method for storing solids? Okay, so great question. Usually what I like to do is build a little trap somewhere. If it's within your base, you could build a little trap like this and just have your duplicants toss the solids in there with a automatic dispenser, and then everything that they toss in here will be prevented from off-gassing because it's stored with liquid. Otherwise, you could just have an automatic dispenser literally anywhere and just have all the solids pile on top of each other. Which I'm definitely going to do at some point, because this is just too much of a mess. As for location, I like to have it in a central area, because like if you have it like way over here, or way over here, and your duplicants try to get something, they're gonna have to just walk forever. So I like to have it close to my entrance where my ammo suits are. And I would actually I should build another ammo suit docking here. Yeah, the mod that you're talking about, If anyone is wondering, I use it as well. Suppress current. I love that mod. Oh, how's my my reed fiber production? That would really suck if I ran out. "57 cycles. Wow. Are you going to make a deep freezing chamber?" Yes, I am. In time. As soon as we find the AETN, they're somewhere over here. I don't think I've ventured far enough yet, but there is one over here somewhere. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, there it is. So as soon as we uncover this guy, yes, we are definitely making a deep freezing chamber. Got duplicants idle again. Let's keep going on that. Sometimes I wish oxygen was included. Little explanation about the gas geyser and generator. You mentioned tame it. Is it which gas geyser are you talking about? Okay, don't get stuck. See how our temperature is looking. Okay, still not too bad. Actually, this is all pretty cool. So I think eventually this thing figured itself out, and now that the oxygen's backed up, it's probably helping to cool it a lot quicker in these pipes. So I kind of like how this has turned out. Oh, this one right here. The natural gas geyser. So there's not a whole lot involved in the taming this. I just used the gas pump out of steel. You can use one out of gold as well, but I made the mistake of vacuuming out this chamber, and I think that's what caused it to not work with gold. But anyways, you make a gas pump out of steel with a chamber, and then you just vacuum it out, or you just keep sucking out the natural gas. And I have it going into a storage chamber just to the side of it. Over here we have 160 kilograms, 156 kilograms of natural gas, and that's being used by the natural gas geyser. Should I be going for geothermal power after making SPOM? You certainly could. Geothermal's pretty easy. Geothermal's easy and it lasts for a very long time. Speaking of which, I should start to get this gas volcano online. Now that I have steel production as well. So maybe we'll go there. Maybe we'll go there next episode. We're certainly not going to get to it today. I'm sort of focused on clearing out all this. Actually, probably be better if I just went like that. Instead of doing this. A lot less ladders. The confusing part for me was making proper industrial bricks. Don't worry about making it proper, make it your own. So you could have it either cooled or a steam brick. A steam brick is going to require a lot of steel. Cooling is going to require a lot more setup, basically, because you have to run radiant pipes all throughout and then figure out how to route it without overlapping supply pipes. The water inside the geyser doesn't boil, so this will eventually boil. Because yeah, it is water, and this is coming out at 130 degrees. And now that you mention that, I don't need to come back in here for any other reason. Actually, let's go ahead and take that out. This liquid lock, the only purpose that this served initially was so I could get back in here and provide maintenance for this area before it was sort of permanent. But now that I have a steel gas pump instead of gold, it is permanent. I would consider it to be permanent, and I no longer have to get back in here. It's just something that I forgot to close off. So I could just go like that. Actually, just go like that and never have to worry about it again. Yeah, you're right. I'll remove that stuff. We'll remove everything. I'm gonna be annoyed long term if I leave that stuff in there. And not only that, but we'll clean it up. Clean it up and get it out of here. And that's it. This area is good to go. I don't need this anymore either. And I can actually destroy this. Maybe not. Maybe I'll keep it. Carbon dioxide's kind of cool. Okay, so where do we go next? We have a couple options. I think the next thing that we have to do is get the renewable water source online, which is going to be, in my case, the steam vent. So I'm going to continue working to dig all this water out of here and to try to get it out of the way. And I can close this area off and preferably not get any germs inside. Because then I don't want the water to have any germs in it. Why would they just dig twice and leave? Are they on break? They must be on break. Well, the cool slush is dormant. So what I want to do is have the cool slush condensing the steam into water, and then using the water from the cool slush and the cool steam vent combined as my main water source. Because they're so close together, I might as well make use of the cooling potential of the cool slush geyser by cooling down the cool steam vent. Yeah, just basically combine both. Oh man, you guys couldn't make that jump? Ren has to do all the work. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll put some radiant liquid piping into this area. Like, we'll make this into a chamber. We'll put some radiant liquid piping through here on a thermal sensor, and then pump the cool slush or the polluted water through here, and then put it into a water sieve after it's done cooling. And then we'll take the water out of here, run it back through the cool slush, cool it down before sending it into our base. Yeah, like, water is really easy to manage on, especially on the Terra asteroid. Oh, someone's trapped again. That one. I should get one in there. All right, go on home. Let's see who we got. Oh, another mammoth. Yeah, why not? We'll have 3 mammoths. Let's hopefully they can get there. I really have to put atmosuit docks down here. Yes, that is the plan for now. I'm very excited about that because I love having geysers close together that complement each other. To me, that's so much fun. One of the best things about this game. That is sure a long walk. And they have to jump over that. That was really stupid. I can't believe I haven't fixed that yet. Okay, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. Yeah, did you just see that? That's ridiculous. I gotta fix that. I can't believe that's been ongoing for like probably 100 cycles. Who's on this task? This is just taking forever. There we go. Hey, we might not made a mess. Oh. Come on, Bert. I need to keep an eye on that trapped notification. I've never had this many duplicates get stuck before. What do we have here? Abyssalite, granite. Oh, not that one. Go get it. Do it. You're right there. Yeah, I know. I could build the proper scaffold. I just don't see why I should have to do that, you know? I feel like they shouldn't get stuck that easily. I wonder if it's worth mopping this up, or do I just keep digging? I'm curious how the AI tweaks mod will do with all these eyes on it. You know what? I gotta look that up and see. It'd be kind of interesting because, like, when I'm playing the game on stream, and I'm not really watching the duplicates at what they're doing, it's really easy for them to get stuck. So if they don't get stuck using the AI tweak mod, then it'd be quite evident that it works a lot better, or that their logic is a lot better with that enabled. So that'd be the best place to test it, in my opinion, instead of off stream, where I'd be more inclined to pay attention to what they're doing. Let's see how many we got. We got 6 here, so let's put these recklets in here. And then we'll have our 8. We have some duplicates idle again. Let's keep going on the digging. What we're probably going to do is end the stream here in about 10 minutes after the 2-hour mark, just because I'm getting quite sleepy now and starting to lose some concentration, and I don't feel like I don't feel like it's benefiting the colony or the stream. Well, they should be able to dig straight. I shouldn't need scaffolding to dig in this direction. I have a little bit set up here. Oh, that reminds me. I have to sweep this up. So I have the scaffolding set up here, so they should be able to dig straight without any problems. I always get Jorge, the hermit. Who's getting stuck now? No more. And the other problem that I'm having is that they just have to run way too far in order to get back. So I think very shortly here, since our oxygen levels are doing great now, we're producing more of the oxygen that we need. We're going to create another exit point for them somewhere down here, and maybe another one over here. So we're going to dig all this out, have two different exit points at the top, and have an exit point at the bottom, and then in the future, one over here. Hermit turned Mexican. That's how I was told to pronounce it on the tutorial that I did for him. All right, so yeah, I'm just struggling to even to think about what to do next. I'm just very sleepy now, so I apologize about that, guys. It's that time of the day where the coffee has completely worn off and my brain is shutting down. Spanish pronunciation equivalent of George, yes. All right, so yeah, that's what we're going to do for the next episode. We're going to get this tamed so we have a source of water that doesn't have to go through a cooling area like this would, because this is 95 degrees. I call him Sleepy Guy anyway. And then hopefully, yeah, this is 50 cycles away from erupting. So yeah, we're going to have plenty of cooling for this cool steam chamber. And in 50 cycles, I should be able to get this fully enclosed and have a system set up where they work off one another. So that'll be kind of fun. I'm going to enjoy doing that. But yeah, we just have a lot of duplicates standing around. The caffeine is worn off. It's late for me, so I'm going to call it a stream here. We'll go ahead and we'll auto save anyway. It doesn't really matter. And that's my plan for the next episode. Sorry about the short stream tonight. I was only, well, that's less than 2 hours right now, but I gotta tuck myself in. What else do I want to say? Yeah, so I think all in all, I think we made a lot of progress. We got the SPOM up and running, which we turned into just an oxygen maker almost right away. So I didn't have to deal with the hydrogen. It's connected to my main power grid. What else? Yeah, we got the cooling area, the cooling station going, which has been working great. Like all of the oxygen that's going into my base is below 30 degrees, which is exactly how I want it. This is actually, yeah, this is like perfect temperature for me. Cooling could be better though, like it's not perfect. I forgot to disconnect this. So we'll just go like that, and then no, we'll keep that going. That's fine. And then actually, this is over pressurizing anyway, so even if we did have hydrogen coming through here, it probably wouldn't save it from going inside of the atmosuit dock. So I have to change that regardless. It's not going to work long term. I have to reroute this into my Draco farm. So having said that, I'm going to put it a lot closer to my Draco farm, so I don't have to run it all the way there. And then we'll reroute this so it's not in the way of the Draco farm. And then we'll kind of make the piping a little bit nicer. So if you're watching the stream, or if you're watching the VOD after, I'm probably going to do a couple things offline between from now until the next stream, and that's mainly going to do with just cleaning up all this garbage, putting it into a localized area so it's not all over the place. Like this stuff here really annoys me. I don't like having that around. And it's not something that I want to do on stream because I don't think that's very entertaining or educational for somebody watching the stream to try to learn from. So we'll just do that off stream and we'll get everything tidied up. And yeah, that's kind of my plan. So we'll probably come back at cycle 230 or 240, depending on how long that takes, but you won't miss anything that is substantial in terms of infrastructure production, because everything is already set up that we need to keep our base going. So yeah, that's going to be my focus for the in-between. And then we'll keep digging on stream. We'll keep going down here. We'll build this on stream. We'll figure all this stuff out. But for all those little things like cleaning up all that garbage, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that off stream. That's a priority for background sweep. Yeah, I could do it on the background, like when my duplicates are idle. I just feel like when I'm on stream, I should be doing something more productive for the VOD purposes. I don't want to be doing something that's it doesn't feel productive to just have an hour's worth of cleaning up. But now we can afford to do that because I have the oxygen. I'm no longer reliant on algae, and I have plenty of food. I'm no longer strapped for food. I have plenty of barbecue, so actually these can come out. I think the gristleberries or the blossoms. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you so much, Along, for being once again chatting with me all night and keeping me focused and helping me out. Thank you, Kevin, for showing up. Thank you, AC, if you're still around. Thank you, Dreamland Terry. Thank you, Nate. Who else was here tonight? Just scrolling back through the chat here. Sorry, there's someone that showed up whose name I can't pronounce. I don't know if it's a Russian name or... But yeah, sorry. I'm sorry for... It starts with an M. So thank you for showing up. Who else here? Garcias, thank you. Kevin Brown, I think I already mentioned. Yeah, just Tango, thank you for showing up. And Giovanni. I think that covers just about everyone who chatted tonight. And thank you for showing up if you didn't chat. I really appreciate it. Treeman Terry, good night. Yeah, it's just really sleepy tonight. Not able to go any longer. I can feel myself withering away and making too many errors in the game. So I think it's time to call it a night, and then we'll come back strong in a couple days. I won't be streaming tomorrow, maybe the day after on Tuesday. Maybe on Tuesday. But I have a video that I have to finish working on. So that's going to be my priority to get that done. And then, yeah, maybe Tuesday. I think Tuesday I might be able to stream at night. It'll be a little bit earlier than this one. Thank you, Alunk. And I hope you have a wonderful Monday ahead. All right, guys, that's the stream. Good night, and I'll let you know in the community post when the next stream is. Until then, I'm Ethan, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.